about a kicker Cam?
Cook puts it down. Little's kick is up. The 70-yard field goal is good!
Yeah!
He just made a 70-yarder! He ended the half on a 70-yard field goal! How good is that?
That's good, Frank. That is good. You are right. That's incredibly good.
Cam Little, this kicker out of Arkansas, drafted last year in the 6th round. This dude, Little, hits big balls. I mean, he is so incredibly impressive.
He drills it from 52 yards. Does Cam Little. Cam Little kicks it up, and the field goal is good, and we are tied. He drilled it.
Man, he's a stud. You should see him hit a golf ball. I mean, it's like the same that you see out here. I mean, he's explosive. The ball jumps off his foot. He's got multiple different kicks in his repertoire in the kickoff game as well. And he's really fun to be around.
Cam Little kicks it up. The 68-yard field goal is good! He drilled it from 68 yards!
There's so many good kickers around this league. There's so many guys that are very, very capable of hitting that kick. It just all comes a matter of, when you get the opportunity, seizing it.
A 67-yarder from the right hash. Logan Cook will put it down. There's the hold. There's the kick. The 67-yard field goal is good!
Cam Little hits massive balls. I mean, this dude just murders balls.
1010XL 92.5 FM presents Jaguars Today with your hosts Mike Dempsey, Tony Smith, Tom McManus, and RJ Saunders.
Hey, we made it. It's Super Bowl Friday. Welcome in, everybody. Let me ask the question that's on everyone's mind. How good is that? Huh? How good is that? Pretty damn good. It's Super Bowl Friday.
That's right.
Got the gang all here. Good morning, Tony Smith.
Good morning.
How are you?
All good.
You ready to cash some some betting slips this weekend, baby?
You're gonna be turning into slips. Like
Ah!
I'm not doing. I'll give you my bets, but
Yeah. I got to go to Vegas to win. I won a couple bets
did.
this year.
Oh, you
I
won?
got to go there to pick it up, I think,
yeah.
don't I?
I think you do.
Yeah.
you won the over on the Jags win total
Yep.
and the division.
And the
correct?
division.
And
Yeah.
what did you take? Were those when you win the over, it's usually pretty close to even money. You double your money, basically.
Yeah, about double. Yeah, on both.
Okay.
On both. Yeah.
All right.
I think I did 100 and 100.
If you had Liam Coen top 2 and Coach of the Year, you'd have cashed as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
Congrats to Liam Coen.
Yeah,
I
no
don't
doubt.
feel bad that Mike Vrabel got it.
No.
No.
I
Did a great job. I mean,
They picked higher in the draft and they ended up with a higher seed.
Yeah.
In the playoff picture.
And
So,
they flipped their script, too. They were terrible
Absolutely.
the year before. They went on a really dang good run.
Yep.
Still on it.
Trevor Lawrence, fourth in comeback player of the year.
Yep.
Got more votes for that and fifth in the MVP voting.
I just think it's great they're there, that they're being, even mentioned. Next step is winning it, right? But
Obviously.
we take this exposure nationally all day long. It's fantastic.
I got a question for you here. Who has won more division titles in their career? If you consider the starting quarterback to win, on a division titleist team,
Okay.
winning a division title, who's got more? Trevor Lawrence or Matthew Stafford?
It's just a trick question.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
It's not if you know the answer. It's not.
I'm going to say Trevor.
It's a push.
Oh, is it?
They've
They
each won
each have
2.
one?
Isn't that kind of crazy?
He's won 2.
Two.
Yeah. Wow, Stafford's
Stafford's
won
only in 17 years. He's won 2 division titles.
Okay, so Hall of Famer?
That's
You know
part of
what
the
I mean?
debate, right?
Everything else, yes.
I
but
think he will because he's got a ring, he's got an MVP, and he's going to have a bunch of yards. Like Eli Manning will get into. He's not going to have the MVP. He'll have a bunch of statistical milestones and the 2 Super Bowl championships against the dominant team of the era. So, and I think who can in the end, as long as you don't have like a 400 player cutoff and you close the doors after you when you get in, as long as Freddie can get in at some point, man, and maybe make room for a few more Jaguars long after I've shuffled off this mortal coil. Tommy
Were you
McManus.
surprised McCaffrey got the comeback player of the year?
No,
What
he's
was
a-
his injuries last year?
It was
bunch of stuff
a
or big
hamstring, wasn't it, Tom?
It was whatever.
I thought it was because going into was it a hamstring? It was some kind of leg injury. Going into Monday Night Football, like on the opening week of the season last year.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it'll be fine. Healthy or not
They
healthy, he
lied
was
to us.
scratched.
Yeah.
Right. Shanahan lied to us. And, of course, the people who are most upset about that are the bettors and the fantasy football players.
Right.
And I guess maybe the occasional 49er fan.
It's kind of how you look at it. I mean, I thought Hutchinson, with the severity of the injury, to come back from that and to have the season he had.
And McCaffrey went for over
McCaffrey
$2,000.
missed 13 games 2 years ago, bilateral Achilles tendonitis,
That's what it was,
subsequent
right.
knee injury.
It was a calf is what they listed as. That's what it was. So it turned into Achilles tendonitis.
I get it.
They're always worried about those guys popping that now with a calf injury.
I don't know. I guess I view it a little different, I mean, like, even with Trev, like, his were multiple things. They're just things that took him out. I get that. But to me, to come back from something that could have been career-ending and then have 14 and a half sacks is pretty impressive.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Well, good for McCaffrey, I guess. I'm wondering if there's a little home cooking. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't think so.
He had a
Because,
phenomenal year,
the
obviously.
voting's done a
That's
while
true.
ago.
Yeah.
And you're not voting. You're voting from your computer. I don't think there's that kind of influence in the whole thing. But Liam Coen did make some of the rounds yesterday in the Bay Area, as did Trevor Lawrence. We've got some of that audio coming your way here in the first hour. Second hour, we're going to go kind of a collective tale of the tape on the Super Bowl matchup, Seattle and New England. We're going to lay out our best Super Bowl parlay legs, and we're going to combine them together and see how rich. Maybe we'll all retire and we'll be gone, and we'll be looking for new hosts here.
Or we'll just do the show from our wherever.
Or
on the
maybe.
road, traveling. Doing
Right.
whatever.
1, 2, 3 Cancun. Right. Maybe we can join that party there, Tony. Good morning, RJ Saunders.
Good morning, fellas. What's the haps?
How are things, man? It's Super Bowl weekend. That's what the haps are.
Those are the haps, man.
That's pretty much the extent of the haps happening right now here.
2 peas in that or one?
Haps?
Yeah. You ever think? I mean, I never really thought about it, but I just did.
There's 2 P's in happening.
I know. I would have spelled it with one, though.
Did you?
What's
You would?
in my head?
In your head.
I would have said,
What
what's
about
the
you,
haps?
RJ? You got a double P or one?
I was thinking one.
One, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would have went with. What's
the
hap?
Jack?
Hap? What is S? It just I just put HAP and it'll auto fill in behind it.
Right. So it's
And it just
it's
threw
1P.
the
All right.
1P in there.
Learning slang.
What's the
right now.
haps on the craps?
What's the haps on the craps?
What's the haps with the craps was a line from Gotta Say It Was a Good Day by Ice Cube back in the day.
Okay.
Shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em.
Oh yeah. Yeah, rolling the dice.
In a circle of homies. Watch me break 'em with the 7.
I got
7-11.
homies that can lay down and lift 8
7-11.
plates. That's what I got.
Do you?
Yep.
8 plates?
Yep.
Yeah, your homies might come in handy at some point in time if I run my mouth one time too many.
You know
Tom.
what 8 plates is?
8 plates on the bar.
Right,
That's a
good
lot.
job.
Yeah.
I don't
think
know.
I'm at the Golden Corral buffet over here, Tony? Oh man, it goes 8 plates deep. I love that mashed potatoes. Good.
Oh,
all right.
How many plates are you normally going at a buffet?
Tony and I were honestly talking about that this morning. Like buffets now, we're at the point now. It's like
I just want 1 plate.
in the past,
Massive
I'd go
plate,
2 massive plates and maybe
At a buffet, just one?
Now that's
It's
why,
why
we don't go to buffets
buffets.
anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of not worth it. It's just sheer. That's buffet is like Americana at its highest form, right? Just pure gluttony. That's what we're.
Yeah, I
doing.
go back for seconds all day long, but I get it. If it's just 1 plate, it's massive. Like I got to have a little bit of.
I'm not a buffet snob at all. Some people are like, any place with a sneeze guard is not for me. All right.
You ever go into like Whole Foods or anything like that? You can make your own. Whatever.
It's a little too frou-frou for me.
Yeah. But salad and good
I know.
stuff.
I'm just saying Whole Foods in general, just a little too frou-frou.
Is it?
It is. It is. They have Wonder Bread there at Whole Foods.
I don't know. I don't shop there.
I don't
for
eat Wonder
bread.
Bread. Just messing, man. All right, today, probably not a whole lot of time to get in, but if you want to give us a text or what have you, 641-1010 on the Key Buick GMC phone lines or on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Stream us on YouTube, X, on Facebook. Find us on the socials today where we have one question. Who's going to win on Sunday? Okay. At MD_1010XL, at 1010XL, Fat Tony, at Meathead55, and at R has no J. All right, just wait, because eventually we're gonna get a little drop in there. Don't force it.
Yeah, don't force
it.
it.
And nothing about Girl Scout cookies. I don't want to hear anything about no Girl Scout cookies.
It's got to be you, RJ.
It's got to be him, and it will be, I'm sure. Nothing about drinking the White Claw. You know, that's
Right.
that's been retired around these
How about
parts.
like from AC/DC, kicking ass in the class, just like kicking ass.
If he feels that represents him, he can go with that.
Okay.
That's fine. Whatever he wants to go with, it's coming. It's coming. Right?
Yeah.
What are we into this social experiment here? 4 weeks in, 3 weeks in? I don't know. We call it Jaguars Today. I don't know, man. I swear. Don't worry. We've had a pretty good track record lately with producers sticking around for a while. So, all right, let's get into it with Liam Coen on the other side, then Trevor Lawrence. Very Jaguar-heavy hour, even though it's Super Bowl Friday, and then all about the game in hour number 2 coming up. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. If you like to decompress after a daily mess,
well, I guess you know all about me.
hitch a ride home with the Frangie Show.
So what do you do for relaxation?
Frangie and Carline drive you home.
Woo! Hey, you want to drive?
Afternoons on 1010XL.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Listen up, Googans. Hicken here, still talking skin. This time I want to give you some great advice for Valentine's Day. Look, don't buy anything that either dies or adds pounds. Go see the girls at Beaches Dermatology and get a gift card or even a specific skin treatment, one that will enhance her beauty, maybe even help her look like she did when y'all first met. It's possible. Skin treatment is very important, and a gift from Beaches Dermatology makes a perfect gift this Valentine's Day. For locations, go to beachesdermatology.com.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
No one knows more about fishing the First Coast than Captain Kevin Faber. The Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Reeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services. And Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6.
On 1010XL AM.
If your home doesn't have a fireplace, CSS can install a beautiful electric or gas fireplace from Heat & Glow with no major remodel required. See their showroom or CSSOutdoor.com for a free estimate. CSS, you dream it, we build it.
Valentine's Day is sweet, but let's be honest, your septic tank wants attention too. Because when it gets ignored, it doesn't sulk, it causes problems, big ones. That's why Duck Rooter, the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, is rolling out the Show Your Septic Some Love promotion. Right now, get $50 off septic tank pumping when you book by February 28th. Give your septic a little love now so it doesn't make a big scene later. When you start, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles in Jacksonville. We always talk about Honda, Triumph, so many great bikes, but Aprilia from Italy is also a beautiful line.
It is absolutely gorgeous, and it is a fine sport bike. It's one that when you take your helmet off, you're never frowning. You're always smiling.
So if you want to treat yourself to something really special on the road, that's a line they should look into?
Absolutely, and we've got them in stock and ready to roll.
All right, make sure you check them out. They are on Atlantic near Regency. CyclesofJacksonville.com is a great place to go, or check out their Facebook page at Cycles of Jacksonville.
Give a unique gift this Valentine's Day to that special person in your life with a custom-made candle or body care product from Wick, a candle bar. Locations in San Marco and Jax Beach.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, company mascot at your service.
There are 2 important steps to installing the perfect garage floor. The 2-stage coating application? Sure. But nothing is more important than preparing the floor. Our team uses diamond grinding machines to grind your floors to a smooth, level finish. Only then can we...
Hold on! You grind garage floors with perfectly lovely diamonds?
No, Chester. We grind floors to perfection using the very best ugly diamonds. Too ugly for jewelry, but perfect for the grinding pads we use to prep the surface.
Perfect preparation and application. Now that's a perfect marriage.
Ugly diamonds?
Check. Perfect preparation?
Check. Smooth, gorgeous gleaming floors that really catch your eye? Checkmate!
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Number 55 in the middle, he's Tom McManus. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service. On 1010XL.
Now, the thing about this song is I only know the clean version. Because they used to play this on MTV like every 3 minutes back in the early 90s. And never really, I didn't have an Ice Cube album.
Oh, okay.
You know, so a lot of those words he says on the clean version are not the same words he says on the unabridged.
I think my first rap, like taste was like Run DMC, maybe.
Okay.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that could be. Yeah. You're how old?
55.
Nickels, double nickels?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
I had the actual LP of the Sugar Hill Gang's Rapper's Delight.
Okay, right.
Which was like 1980-ish. Right. So I'm just a couple years older than you. That was like in 8th grade when I had that. And I left it in my school locker on the last day of class. Had the LP.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I did, man. Like the 15-minute extended version, long play. Yeah, it was... Anyway, I wouldn't say I was big into hip hop,
No, I wasn't either, but Run DMC was kind of fun.
Yeah, well, they crossed over, Yeah. A little bit of rock and roll there. All right, let's get to Liam Coen, who is a crossover basketball star as well, as we saw yesterday, swishing it on the Pat McAfee set. Liam Coen just asked by McAfee to give some thoughts on the season that was.
Look, we're all pissed. 31 teams are pissed at the result, right? They are, at the end of the day. But I do believe that the process was successful. The process. Because we talk so much about the process. Process over results, process drives results. And look, we fell short of the ultimate goal of winning a Super Bowl. But very proud of the group. Extremely proud to get our coaching staff back after year one. And to do it with James, with Stoner, and Tony. Man, those guys are the best. Really proud of this group.
Why are you looking at me when you say that, Liam? Anyway,
so he must have been singing the night before. His voice is.
He was a little raspy, right? I don't know if singing is what he was doing. Something. Enjoy yourself, man. It's the off season. You can do whatever you like. It is interesting though. If you've heard the little anecdotes, like he was, they yelled at him from a Tampa station. Hey, Liam, come sit down. With us. And some of the best interviews, Radio Row, sometimes you catch one live and it just happens like that. Yep. And Liam rolled his eyes and kind of blew the guy off. Like, I've heard what you said down there. Well, McAfee was killing Liam Coen when he got the job last year, but he still went on there. I guess it's a big enough platform when you're rolling in with 13 wins in your pocket, Tony. You're probably feeling a little bit better about it.
Well, and he's had him on over the course of the season a couple times too, right? So apparently, whatever relationship there was to mend has been mended, or whatever, from that perspective. And he also on with Pat McAfee. He mentioned keeping the staff there briefly in that first comment that he had. Well, I do think it's important, and at least he's not having to rebuild that part of the structure right now, and Liam was at least willing to acknowledge that is part of the reason that they're glad that the coaching staff is returning.
Well, Trevor, first offseason healthy in a long time, man. It is. So to have that continuity with the ability to have your offensive coordinator back, your pass game coordinator back, your quarterback coach back, that's huge. He literally didn't throw last year all spring until, June or whatever it was. So you're working on the lower half, which was awesome. You're working on the upper half, which was awesome. But we got to do that without seeing the result of a completion or not. It's like, all right, dude, let's just get your footwork right, the head, the mind, the progressions. Now to be able to put it all together this spring, I think it'll be fun.
All right, now, McAfee's was not the only show he was on. Right? He was making the rounds of some other national shows, and the subject of the footwork came up again, and he said it was actually Trevor's idea to clean that up.
Trevor was so cool to work with at an early point because of the humility you talked about, of being able to say, man, I do want to break this thing down. I'd like to change my footwork. in the shotgun. He was always a right foot forward guy. I ended up wanting to go left foot forward. That was his idea. That was something that I was comfortable with after working with Matthew and Baker. And we started there, Colin. He wasn't able to throw for a long time during spring because of a shoulder surgery. So we were able to really start from the ground up.
One of the things that made a big difference for Trevor Lawrence this year as well, Tommy, this is something we've talked about a lot with Trevor. Let him run. Right? Like he's a good enough athlete that needs to be part of the threat to what he does in his game. That certainly became, especially in the back half of the season this year, a big part of the reason for Trevor Lawrence's success. And Coach Coen was asked about Trevor just running the ball more this season.
I mean, he's legit high 4.5, 4.6 that can really run, athletic, big, strong, has an advantage, right? It's an advantage for us when he can get moving. When he's able to go scramble, push up in the pocket, slide out, go run, now you've made the defense defend every blade of grass, and you make it very frustrating on the defense. So that was a lot of conversations, Colin. I actually remember after the Kansas City game, his wife Marissa was like, dude, you got to slide, you got to get down. And
yeah, well, look, it worked to the Jags' benefit. 9 rushing touchdowns.
2 times on that play. I don't know
he
why
did.
she's so upset.
He fell, got up, and did it again. If you had a quarterback with all of Trevor's attributes but was more stationary, wouldn't have 9 rushing touchdowns. ETN might have had 18 touchdowns this year. You know what I mean? Don't give him the full 9, but maybe he gets 5 of those, right? And maybe Tootin gets the other 4, or maybe like they each add 3 to their total, and then you're looking at a back. And the math starts looking a little different. You're like, Travis Etienne, 16 touchdowns. Right. You know what I mean? No, I just, in the back of my mind, I just hope that whatever path they decide to go down with the running back position, that they make the right choice, obviously. Because, I mean, it's tough to replace 13 touchdowns out of your lead back, I think.
Well, especially when 7 or 6 of those comes from him receiving as well. He's such a threat. I just hope they can figure it out as far as the financials go. Look, we love when Trevor takes off and runs, and what Coach is saying is absolutely true. Like, there's nothing worse when you have to defend a QB coming at you that's big and fast, and you think you got everything taken care of, and next thing you know, here comes this quarterback running down the field, and you got to hustle your butt over to try to stop him.
Absolutely.
It can really put, just take the wind right out of your sails. And I'm glad he does it. And as far as the footwork, I always thought it was funny how you were the other way for so long. It just seems natural to throw your left foot in
You ever
front.
surf?
I would surf because I do longboard skateboarding down the driveway, or down the street, and my right foot is forward.
Your right foot's forward.
Yeah, I'm goofy foot in that regard.
Yeah.
But not throwing a football. I would never, unless I was lefty.
So you're right foot forward, right? And it would feel completely different to you, wouldn't it, to do it the opposite way?
I would just fall more. I'm not as strong on my left leg as I am on my right.
See, I was always left foot forward.
Yep.
And I wouldn't even, my body wouldn't even think to get up the other direction. Way. Yeah, I mean, it would have been the most awkward feeling thing in the world. So I don't think it's easy, is my point, that when you get that muscle memory built up,
right, but it's not like he was throwing with his right foot forward. He was just starting in the shotgun.
I understand that, but it's a different whole pattern of how you take your steps, how you start, how it feels. I mean, if you've been doing it a certain way for a while, I understand he's not throwing off of his left foot.
Right.
That you can't. I don't think you could even do that.
It just seems quick. Like, it's quicker to get into your throwing motion if your feet are already set.
My point, anything you do as an athlete, I would imagine for years and years and years, any change that you make to that kind of routine doesn't come instantly. You got to put in the work.
In that regard, because you want to break that habit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all. Back on the Pat McAfee show for Liam Coen and the impact that the Jacoby Myers trade had on this team.
Jacoby Myers comes. Our first practice
trade, by the way.
with Jacoby, we were a better team. The first practice Jacoby came in, our pass game looked completely different. The whole team was like, what? I mean, for real, it just changed because it allowed BT to do what he does well, Parker to do what he does well. Now, Brent Strange does what he does well, and Trevor had a lot of trust and respect in him.
What happens next year, though, when Travis Hunter gets thrown back into the pile? There's a receiver and a defensive back. We're not sure exactly how they're going to use him yet, but obviously everywhere Coen goes, he's going to be asked, how are they going to plan to use Travis Hunter going into year 2?
I do think the best thing that could have happened was all right, not that he got hurt, but we got hurt and we were able to have success, right? So now we get the privilege of going throughout this. He's still rehabbing, going through a whole process of rehab, getting back. But now we can go say, okay, where is this going to truly help us go take the next step? What's going to actually help us get over the hump from time, allotment for him, practice, schedule, playing on Sundays? What's the best for our team and for the Jacksonville Jaguars to go win on Sunday? And that's what it allows us to do, is because we do have some other pieces. We have some guys that can go make plays on Sundays, and that's what it's all about. So we need the help for sure. I mean, in terms of the playmaking, the corner position, we'll use him. He's going to get used. It's just a matter of what is that dynamic.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? What is that dynamic? Because when you took him, you used phrases like revolutionize the game.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's not, hey, maybe we'll be better on defense or better on, we've already dialed back, I think, expectations a great deal here on Travis Hunter, just the way he's going to be utilized.
Yeah. Yeah, but look, after a while, it's not going to bother me that he's not playing both ways.
I'm not saying if he were only a corner and he said, I'm not playing wide receiver in the NFL, would they have traded 2 firsts and a second to go get him? I don't think so.
Not,
right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I think he's dynamic on offense.
Right. He's here really now. I hope he turns into a superstar and a Pro Football Hall of Famer one day. Obviously, rooting for everybody in teal, but, it's definitely a back off the in your face kind of, we're going to show you exactly what we're going to do with this guy. So
nobody factored in, he never can, an injury.
And it would be one thing if it were he got worn down because of it. And if this is truly a fluke injury, non-contact that could have happened on the first day of training camp as easily as the middle of the season, then I don't know why that necessarily changes your mindset of how much you can use them, unless as the season played out, you realized you might have overshot a little bit. Who knows? We'll see. It's going to play out over the course.
Jacoby being there makes everything easier on offense for everybody.
I'm sure it does, right? But I mean, still, if you didn't draft that, you draft that guy to be a star on both sides of the ball.
I know.
Jacoby Myers coming in with his 55 yards a game shouldn't take your superstar out of the picture if he really is going to be that superstar.
I still want him to be a two-way star.
I do too. Yeah. That's the point. Yeah. I want him to have the full opportunity to push the envelope as much as he possibly can.
As long as it's best for the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I want to I don't want to mentally restrict and say, no, you know what? Let's just worry about him being a good corner over here. I mean, this is the experiment that we bought into. All right, we got to take a time out here. Let's continue on the other side with Trevor Lawrence making the rounds of the media out in the Bay Area as well with Tom McManus, Tony Smith, RJ Saunders. I'm Mike Dempsey. Happy Super Bowl Friday from all of us here at 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today from the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Jacksonville, you voted, and Baker Glass came out on top. The Bold City Best Awards are all about locals choosing their favorites, and you picked them for Best Auto Glass and Best Glass and Mirror Service.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Tara Loggeman here for Local Fair Jacks. Fresh, local produce, eggs, and meat delivered right to your door. It's where Jeff and I shop because we know exactly where our food is coming from. There's no scary recalls, just trusted local farmers. Visit localfairjacks.com.
Help your loved one fall back in love with his or her home with a home improvement from the professionals at the Lifetime Family.
That's right, Nick. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovebirds out there. What says I love you more than adding additional space with a glass or screen enclosure that will enhance your home's livability, or brand new floors that dramatically improve the look and feel of your home?
That's right. New outdoor living space from Lifetime Enclosures and beautiful floors from Lifetime Flooring.
Come experience the Lifetime difference. Call or visit one of our showrooms today for our Valentine's Day specials throughout February.
This is the home of the Florida Gators. Get your Gators hoops on 1010XL. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Is your backyard ready for the big leagues? Pick it here for Surfside Pool. Serving Northeast Florida since 1977, they have the home field advantage. Family owned and operated, offering weekly pool service, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. Let Surfside Pools make your backyard dreams a reality. Are you ready to float happy? Visit surfsidepools.net or call 904-246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas, your hometown MVP.
License number CPC 044080.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
I'm starting to realize being a homeowner isn't all upside, Jason.
I mean, it does give you a place to live.
Yeah, but now suddenly I need to know the names of all the people I need to look after my house.
Like who?
Like if my air conditioner breaks in the middle of the heat wave, I need to know who I call to fix it.
That's me. You know me.
But what if my water heater dies or my toilet backs up?
That would also be me. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
Okay, fine, but what about my duct cleaning and my water filtration and my sewer drain? Where am I going to find all those guys if something goes wrong? I'm just a guy with a house and a dream and...
This pair of sunglasses.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing is the only name you need to know. Our club members even get 2 free visits a year, so you know we're there when you need us.
Well, that's cool.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
The First Coast Games is an annual team-building challenge to introduce fun activities into the workplace and focus on your employees' health and wellness goals. These goals include some friendly competition, of course, including pickleball, cornhole, volleyball, flag football, and other team sports. The games will begin in March. Register your company and teams at fcymca.org.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, transponders, and even high-tech smart locks. For honest, professional locksmith service,
Instant Keys comes to you.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I would say so, right? You know, especially the finish this season and obviously, you know, how I was playing, the confidence I was playing with, but our team, our offense, it's all that, and just a lot of fun, you know, the run we went on, and obviously didn't go as far as we wanted to, but as far as just the way the team came together was really cool.
Tom McManus. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service on 1010XL. Tom McManus.
You didn't know I could sound like
Very
Trevor Lawrence,
good,
did you?
Tom McManus. Was that you right there? You have matching hairstyles as well.
That's
so
right.
Trevor would have to get his cut. I don't
Quite
know
a
if you
bit.
could. I don't know if you
Quite a
could get yours to grow like his.
Grow. Yeah,
Could
I
you?
got a good head of hair now.
All right.
Yeah, the hairline's
Let's see it.
But
Let's see it. I'll give
nice
you.
and thick.
How long would it take you to get Trevor length?
Oh, I don't know.
August.
I don't know.
December.
I've never really tried.
There you go. Push
you know
your
what?
limits,
the problem
Tommy.
is I don't want to go through the ugly stages of the hair. You know, you got to wear a hat all the time. or something.
There is that.
You know what I mean?
No, I grew mine out in college.
Yeah, right. You had a ponytail.
I did quite the mane at one point in time. But yeah, there are some awkward stages.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
don't know if I'm ready for that.
it's all good. You know, you do you. Who
You
cares?
know what? When I'm all gray, maybe that's when I'll grow it all.
Grow it out.
Yeah.
Old
And
man
be like,
McManus, like old man Logan.
Who was that on the Rock? The famous actor. You know the movie The Rock. From the British guy. You know
The British guy.
Yeah, the old guy.
Old British guy.
You don't remember The Rock where they're like with Nicolas Cage and
With
I know the
Sean
movie, but I'm
Connery.
not sure. Connery, yeah.
Did he have long hair in that?
Yeah, he did. But before they cut him, remember he was in jail and he had all the long.
Oh, in The Rock. Okay.
Yeah, The Rock.
Yeah.
Movie.
Those are the British Isles. British covers Scotland. Does that cover Scotland? If you're,
he's Scottish.
He is Scottish, but I think they're British Isles, though.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I think British might be a catch-all.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
For the Welshmen, too.
Welsh. You know, my mother's part Welsh.
I think Heather is my wife, Heather. Yeah, because she always thought she was Scottish, and we got over. We did that little tour, you know, of the United Kingdom, whatever. Yeah. And I'm by the way, I'm probably wrong. It's probably easily fixable on Google, but why bother, right? So who cares? But we went to Wales, and like everywhere you go, there's Nash this, Nash that, and that's her maiden name.
Okay,
So
interesting.
that's what we're thinking now. All right. So anyway, we're just talking about Liam Coen and remarking on the break. Second in Coach of the Year. 16 first-place votes. Vrabel got 19. Wow. So pretty good. Mike McDonald was third. Ben Johnson, a distant fourth. Suck it, Ben. And then Shanahan was fifth last night. So Trevor Lawrence asked yesterday, I think this was on NBC Sports with Florio and Chris Sims, what made Liam Coen different from the other coaches that he has played under?
Yeah, it was a big adjustment. You know, we have a great relationship, and you know, I give him a lot of credit for the way he came in and really got to know all the players, and I think that was a great first step for him, and he built those relationships. So as far as me and him, and we talked so much in the offseason, so much leading up to the year, things that, you know, what do I need to improve on? And all the things where we were in alignment. You know, it wasn't like him coming in trying to change everything necessarily, but there were some things that I knew I needed to get better at, and he also saw in my game, like, hey, we can get better at this, and we can become a better player, you know, and obviously the team's going to rally around that. The better your quarterback plays, the more success you're going to have. So I think it started in the offseason, and then throughout this, I just learned so much more about the game, how you game plan, this system. I've never been in a system like it. So you talk about all the cans and the
exactly. That's what I'm getting to. That's what I wanted to hear you talk 100%, about. 100%. Right?
You know, all the different things that you can get to as an offense and what you're looking for, and it really taught me, you know, how to undress coverages, how to see the defense, to get different tells, you know, all the motions that we use. There's so much that I didn't even really think of, because when you come in, this is my third system. You're just trying to learn it and get it down, and so you can go execute. But you're not always learning all the details in the game within the game, so how you can play faster and make quicker decisions and get the ball out, all those things. And he's helped me a lot with that. So I'm excited just to build on that.
Along those lines, obviously, with a brand new offense being installed, we know what it looked like, especially in the back half of the season. Trevor was as comfortable as we've ever seen him, right, in an NFL offense. But he was asked, were there struggles in the learning process of getting to that point in Coen's new offense?
I wouldn't say it was anything like that. I think more of just things that were harder for me to grasp early on were all there's a bunch of different criterias for why we change plays, why we can plays. But it was more of just how to learn the system and get used to it. And, you know, there's not a ton of breather plays in the offense, because you're always wanting to run the best play versus whatever defense you're getting, which is great. And I think that's why you see back after the season, we really started to click on offense, because we're running good plays against the right look. And, but that took some time for sure, because in the past, you know, a lot of offenses, you have your play called and you roll with it. And you have some changes that you can make, of course, but it's not every single play.
Yeah, this is different.
You know, mentally, you have to get used to carrying that throughout a game plan and throughout the whole game, and every snap is so critical. And I feel like I really settled in towards the end of the year.
Might have set the record for the most times an interviewer said the word right in the middle of someone's answer right there, right? So anyway, one of the funniest things I saw in all this discourse about Liam Coen blowing off that Tampa radio station, you know, and I find it hilarious, you know, and people are all up in their feelings about it. And so I'm reading some of the comments, and one guy goes, "Oh, just wait till next year when the league has Liam Coen's offense figured out." So they didn't figure it out from all the film that you put out there in Tampa 2 years ago, right? They're waiting a year to figure out Liam Coen's offense. So
is that what went wrong in Tampa this year?
I guess they figured it out there, Tony, but they just didn't adjust to doing that when they played Jacksonville.
Well, it sounds like, you know, Liam's really that attention to detail, man. So that's what Trevor was saying. He's like, look, maybe the other coaches just
coached hard.
Yeah, very hard. And then, you know, working on everything along the way. Whereas maybe before it's like, hey, here's the game plan, know the playbook, and let's go, instead of, okay, we also got to fix this, work on this, do this, and this is going to, how you see things. I mean, all we heard before he got here was the pre-snap, right?
Sure.
He's going to help him pre-snap. He once they got through that, and I think there was a little bit of a struggle getting that all together, and rightfully so. There's a lot there. But once they figured that out, there were not a lot of pre-snap penalties as we got on through the latter part of the year.
All right, we'll come back. We'll close out the first hour on the Jaguars with a little bit more from Trevor Lawrence, including his personal relationship with Liam Coen. And as we get into hour two, we'll shift our focus to Super Bowl 60, tail of the tape coming up between the Seahawks and the Patriots. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Play-by-play just makes everyday life better.
I did not see this one coming.
Get the most play-by-play on 1010XL, Jacksonville's play-by-play sports radio.
Renewal by Anderson is celebrating Free Window February. For a limited time, buy 4 replacement windows or doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Our Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Offer ends February 28th. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets quality.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Now here is my love.
Newsflash, gang. Valentine's Day is coming, so guys, you gotta get with the program. And let's think outside the candy box. It's the Big Orange Chorus. They're back. You know the deal. The guys come out, they serenade your girl. 2 songs, a rose, a large Hershey's Kiss, a greeting card, a photo with the group. All you got to do is call 355-SING or go to BigOrangeChorus.com. That's BigOrangeChorus.com. Virtual Valentine's also available, but order today at BigOrangeChorus.com.
We're certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Experience? Yeah, that's Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. They have the expertise and knowledge to take care of your money. For more info, go to ITPPartners.com. ITP Partners, they're my financial partners for life.
Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and this month I want to talk to you about welcoming the winds of change in your life. But so often, when we see the winds of change coming our way, our immediate response is to fight it. Friends, when you see things in your life changing, when the winds of change are coming your way, don't fight it, but embrace it. Recognize that God is stirring you up so that you too can soar like an eagle.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
Life happens every day, and sometimes it gets in the way. That's why 1010XL makes it easy to listen to your favorites. If you missed it, get it on demand.
At 1010XL.com.
Channeled by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron. Totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens, also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings, and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Underwood has completed 75 years in business, and now you are starting your next 75 years. If you were going to simplify things, what is the single most important thing in Underwood's history, and what will be the most important thing in your future?
Frank, that's simple. Our honesty and integrity. You know, our founder, H.F. Underwood's favorite saying was, know the truth and tell the truth. That's why we're the longest-standing member of the American Gem Society in Florida. Because we know you have to have the knowledge about gemstones before you can tell the truth about them. That's why we continue to educate our staff through the Gemological Institute of America and the American Gem Society. In fact, today, Underwoods has the largest American Gem Society credentialed staff of professionals east of the Mississippi River. So come by and see why we're looking forward to the next 75 years and let one of our experts assist you.
That's at Underwoods, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, the Shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
Daily
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Mac in the Middle, Tom McManus. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service. On 1010XL.
All right, so Irish diplomacy has weighed in on Scotland and the British people.
All right.
That ties just about all together. He says the Scots would likely object to British. Well, they might, but every definition of British includes apparently, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland.
Right.
And their territories overseas.
So is that Great Britain?
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
That is great.
Yes, that's the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah, good. Hey, good lesson on a Friday.
Yeah, I don't know, and I'll forget it all again.
Of course.
Yeah.
I wonder if
England is a very specific thing, and then there's Great Britain.
Wonder how many average people like our age in Scotland. How many states can they name? Probably a bunch.
Probably a bunch.
Probably a bunch, right? But
when we were younger, you had to learn all the cities and countries, didn't you?
No.
Oh, I did.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Never.
A little bit.
Yeah.
We never, I remember once, getting a blank map, and it was like, write what the countries are.
Right.
Ooh.
That'd be fun to do today. See how many you could
It
get.
would
Tony would
be.
probably get all of
It
them.
would be.
doubt it.
But Americans are notoriously
Geography
bad.
is I'm weak in geography.
You know what helps the most? Risk. Play Risk.
Oh.
It does.
Yeah.
Gdansk.
Right? Ukraine. I know right where Ukraine is. I'm like, Ukraine. That's a key. You got to get Ukraine if you want to hold Asia.
Yeah.
All right?
It's the bridge.
It is, right? It's great for defending Europe as well, whichever way you want to go there. All right. Let's get to some more Trevor Lawrence here. I mentioned his relationship with Liam Coen, and, look, the whole put it on his chest, right? We remember early in the season. Ooh, they don't like each other. So Trevor asked, were there rough patches to start the relationship between he and Liam Coen?
I wouldn't say rough spots. We have like I said, we have a great relationship, and I think we're similar in a lot of ways. Obviously, he's really intense. He's brought some of that out of me. I'm pretty laid back, right? Chill guy. But he's brought a little bit more of that sense of urgency out of me, and I think that's been a really cool thing in our relationship. And I think on the flip side for him, I've kind of balanced him out as well. So, but we're really competitive. We're both ultra competitive, and I think you get in the heat of the moment. We have had some moments like that in training camp and practices, in the game, and it's not. People see it on the outside, they think, "Oh man, this is a problem." It's not a problem. I think it's great that me and him have a relationship where we can have moments like that, and then we come to the sideline like, all right, where are we at? Like, what are we seeing? And then we get on the same page and we move on and we get better from them. Yeah. There was instances like that throughout training camp, throughout the season, and it never affected our relationship in a negative way. It honestly only improved it.
Yeah, I get it. Like that's what we all said when we saw it in the moment. What they put it chest.
Yeah.
And Trevor was just like, I got it.
Right.
Next thing. Yeah. Right, like in the moment. That's
Actually,
what that felt
brushed him off.
Yeah.
Right, and which I didn't hate.
Away from me. No,
You told me, in this, you can't.
I heard you.
Right.
We have 20 seconds.
I got to do it right now. All right, I'm either going to do it or I'm not at this point in time. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence also was asked about. Look, with as good of a season as he had, when did he feel like everything in a new offense finally clicked for him?
It was kind of a progression all year of feeling more comfortable. Then there were some times where, I felt like I played a little bit slower than I wanted to or wasn't seeing it great. And then, to be honest, and people probably won't love my answer, I mean, we played in Arizona and had a lot of turnovers that game, but I felt like I was seeing it well for the most part. Our passing game kind of finally got clicking. Like, we had some big plays, we were moving the ball consistently, and it felt like we had finally started to click besides the turnovers. So we left that game, we ended up winning in overtime, kind of an ugly win. But me and Liam were talking, and he was like, this is how great he was all year. He was like, man, I would take only positives from this. Like, I know we had turnovers, whatever.
Right.
Think about all the good things we did, how we were moving the ball on offense, how we were hitting these shots, and some more explosives than we had in the past.
Right.
And it took a while for the passing game to click. So that was the first step, was like, okay, we feel like this is really coming together. I know I got to clean up some stuff on my end, take care of the ball, but I really think we're heading in the right direction. And then after that, you look at the year, and it's pretty good from then on.
Fire there.
All right. Well, yeah, he did pretty much catch fire second half of the year.
Yeah, I mean, think about all the ratings over 100 that started being stacked back to back to back. And prior to that, he didn't. They were 90, couple 90s, couple 80s, couple
Now,
70s.
the challenge is, can you start there?
Right.
Is that your starting point?
Can you do it the whole year? Too?
Right.
And I think he picked the right one. Like, if you're looking back at the year, when did it really click? I can remember watching that Arizona game coming out of and thinking, I actually thought he played pretty well, right? And there was a rhythm to the way he played that game. It just didn't all go his way in that game. And then once you came out of that Tennessee, Indianapolis, Jets, Denver, Indianapolis, Tennessee, like, he was so on for the rest of the year. Like, if he says, yeah, that's when it clicked, I'm like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, in hindsight,
Brian
yeah.
Sexton pointed to that. We had many conversations on pre- and post-game shows throughout the year. Post that game, and he thought you could just see it. Like, remember the camera focused in on him sitting on the bench with that kind of look of grim determination, and he was able to overcome the interceptions, come back, win that game, and then started to clean it up the rest of the way forward.
A lot of growth for him in that game. When you can throw 3 picks, throw 3 touchdowns, and win, that shows a lot of mettle, a lot of grit on your part. And you could tell if that's when he felt like it was all starting to come together, seeing things. I think that's the biggest thing, and that's always been the biggest thing for Trevor, seeing everything.
All right.
Understanding what's happening on that defensive side.
Let's close the book on the Jags for today. Plenty on the offseason, obviously, in the days, weeks, and months stretching out ahead of us. We'll come back, and it's time for the tail of the tape. Let's start on the, I don't know, whatever side you want to pick. How about that? I don't know if I've ever heard you say that. But we'll do that, and it'll be kind of a collective vote on which side gets the check mark. Yeah. And as we continue on, we'll unveil some of our favorite parlays for Super Bowl 60 and our official prediction on who's going to win the big game on Sunday. All that and more coming up on Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today.
For the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. 1010XL. 1010XL is your hometown team.
Everything's a challenge. Through adversity to the stars. From the last minute to the last man, we fight. We fight. We fight. We fight. We fight. We fight.
1010XL. Where sports fans get together.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Farah and Farah is thrilled to offer our annual Empowering Greatness Scholarship. 5 Florida high school seniors will receive 2 years' worth of tuition to a Florida college, university, or trade school. Apply now. Jacksonville.
Big personalities, bold opinions, lunch just got louder. Josie, Matt, and Leon are XL Prime Time from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
Any questions? Yeah, when's lunch?
Noon to 2 on 1010XL.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, celebrating our 49th annual Valentine's Day sale. Come see our hand-picked inventory of thousands of pieces of fine jewelry, diamonds, and gemstones. This Valentine's Day, we have big discounts with jewelry for any budget. And with interest-free financing, you'll get the jewelry you love with a monthly payment you can afford. Monahans will also give you cash for your unwanted gold or silver, or trade it in for new jewelry and get greater value. Monahan Jewelers Valentine's Day sale with big savings in our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval!
In the game of vehicle performance and reliability, Atlantic Infinity is always the top pick. This is Hayes Carlion. Did you know that every certified pre-owned Infinity is inspected, factory-backed, with a limited warranty, and gets the same championship-level service as a brand-new Infinity? Every mile will feel like first class. Check out their full certified inventory now at AtlanticInfinity.com or visit Atlantic Infinity off Atlantic near St. John's Bluff.
And that concludes the Joe C. Jack of All Trades show. Tune in next week where I'll be installing my own French drain.
Joe, wake up, man.
Hey, John, I must have dozed off.
We finished those projects you started.
Whoa, my seamless gutters are actually seamless.
And they're connected into underground PVC drain lines.
And my sprinklers. Wow, look at that coverage.
Next time, just call me first, Joe.
I will, but I ain't singing that song.
Clearwater irrigation
and drainage too.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
This is Paige, owner of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. People ask me all the time what's healthy. And that's hard because healthy is different from losing weight. And I think that's where a lot of people struggle. There are a lot of foods out there that are healthy foods, but they're not going to support your weight loss. And that's what we're here to help with. We're here to help you get in the healthy foods that are going to help you lose weight. The Awaken 180 difference is our coaches. It's our team. You can find things online about weight loss, but you try them yourself and they just don't work. And that's because everyone is different. And that's what our coaches are so skilled at helping you figure out.
Thanks, Paige. Hacker here. Figuring it out? That's what I needed. And the reason I chose Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Not a med, not a diet plan. I wanted a solution. Do what I did and make a 180 with your health and weight. Schedule your Awaken 180 consultation today. Call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or awaken180weightloss.com.
This is your local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. Following 18 straight sold-out games at the Swamp, fans can now place a deposit for the 2026 season tickets and be a part of the start of the Colts Summerall era. The 2026 home schedule features 6 games against teams such as South Carolina, Oklahoma, and Vanderbilt. 49 degrees at 11 o'clock, time and 10. Brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. He's number 55.
Tom McManus.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service. On 1010XL.
All right, Tony Smith is Super Bowl party hoster guy, right?
I got friends coming over Sunday.
Super Bowl party hosting. RJ, how are you going to take in the Super Bowl?
I'm just going to watch with my girlfriend.
Chilling at the house, right?
Yeah.
You and I are similar. My wife and I will watch the Super Bowl. What about Tom McManus?
I don't know yet. It depends what I do. What we do Saturday.
Okay, how hard are you going to go on Sunday?
Well, I don't go hard, on Saturday per se. But if we go out Saturday, I'll probably want to chill at the house Sunday.
Okay.
Tonight we're probably chilling, which gets me
thinking you're not going 2 days in a row without going out.
Right. So I know I'm going to do one.
And plus, hey, if you want to do however you're going to take it in, it's your choice, right? But if I want to watch the game, Super Bowl party to me is like the worst thing to actually watch the game.
Well, it's hard to keep your attention. But listen, part of me feels like going to a local establishment for like the first half, just feeling that that vibe kind of deal. People, it's Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, that's always I know we want our team in it, but it's still the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know. That's the way I look at it. But I like chilling on the couch. Second half for sure. I want to be on my couch, hopefully keeping my eyes open for the end.
Right on. All right. Let us get to the tail of the tape. All season long, Tom, every Friday, would break it down, not going passing game versus secondary, but, the tail of the tape, QB versus QB, running back versus running back room, and on down the line. The addition today, Tom will give us his usual crack analysis, but Tony and I are going to have a vote as well. There can be no pushes today, no push. And we'll see what the consensus tail of the tape comes out to be. You want to start right at the top?
Yeah, let's do that. Well, let me start as a general thing. Went 5-4. I'm not going to tell you which way to the end, but close, pretty close. And I looked at, because kind of weird, like you look at let's take Drake May for an example. Drake had a phenomenal year. Phenomenal year. It was unbelievable in the regular season. He hasn't had a great postseason with his arm. Right. So how you weighing it? Like, I'm weighing it. I'm putting them both together. Who I think is the better player or unit going into Super Bowl Sunday. Is that fair? So
however you want to do it. As long as you
factor in the postseason, too. I mean, look.
I think you do, yeah.
Look at New England's defense. It was fine during the year, but, man, they've really amped it up a bit.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So, anyway, we'll go with that. So, let's start with the quarterback. This one was pretty tough. But I went with Sam because Sam has played outstanding in the postseason. No turnovers. He led the league in turnovers with 20, 14 picks, 16 fumbles, I would imagine, and but 0 in the postseason. And he's got 4 touchdowns as well. Throwing it at a high clip, really playing some really good football. Now, granted, 2 games to 3 games. Look, I give Drake May a lot of credit for what he's done with his legs in the postseason because that saved him. Saved the team in certain aspects. But I'm going to go with Sam Darnold. I think he's playing some outstanding football. Doesn't mean that Drake won't all of a sudden light it up Sunday. I don't think he will because their defense is really good. But I'm going to go with Sam Darnold as the best player rolling in the Super Bowl 60.
Tony?
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think the throwing shoulder injury with May kind of tilts the scale.
I think that's fair. To me, it's more – this is a simple way to delineate this. If I'm taking one to start a team, I'm taking Drake May. He's got a lot of runway in front of him, right? He checks all the boxes for a long-term franchise quarterback today, tomorrow, Sunday, right now. Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
that's who I'm going with.
Right. I'm not picking who I would start a team with.
Correct. No, I understand. I think that's a fair way because people say, "Oh, come on, you'd rather have Drake May." Yeah, I would for the long term, not on Sunday.
Not this Sunday.
Right. Not at this moment in time. So clean sweep for Sam Darnold. All right, running back room, Tom. All running backs included.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Well, it's interesting because Kenneth Walker III has had a great year, postseason and regular season. He's been very, very good in that regard. The 1-2 punch of Stevenson and Henderson. See, here's what's interesting. So Walker and Travion Henderson's numbers are somewhat similar. And Henderson has a lot more touchdowns in the regular season with 9. I think, what did Walker have? 5?
He had 5 rushing.
5 rushing touchdowns, right. And then you look at the room. Look, Charbonnet, that would be different, I think. But with the combination of Stevenson and Henderson, and I think Henderson could have a breakout game, I am going with the running back room of the New England Patriots this Sunday.
Tony, agree, disagree?
Agreed. Patriots. Kenneth Walker, I think, is the best player in the group going into the game on Sunday, but I like the group for New England a little bit more.
Absolutely right. Just better depth. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if Charbonnet's healthy, what would you lean the same way, or you think it'd be closer? What would you say?
I don't think that you're looking at Kenneth Walker having had the whole season that he had if
Charbonnet's part,
hadn't gotten hurt.
That's 12 touchdowns.
Right, like that kind of thing. But yeah, I think if it would be a tougher decision for me, I might lean Seattle if he was available, but he's not.
Kenneth Walker had 2 100-yard games this year. He had an 11-game stretch where he scored once. Right? I mean, he's had a good playoff run, but he hasn't been great all year.
On the flip side, Stevenson and Henderson have been kind of shut down in the postseason.
They have, but
really done
that AFC Championship game was just weird.
You look at Denver, Houston, Chargers. Those are 3 of the best defense.
True.
Now, granted, Seattle is as well, but I think that when you're looking at the present state of affairs, we're all going with the running back room of the New England Patriots. Wide receiver, tight end, combo room here, Tommy. Pass catchers, who you got?
Well, JSN is the best, obviously. You know how I look at bigs? Big plays and ESPN. 27, for JSN. Nobody's anywhere near that, at least from all throughout the year of doing the tail of the tape. 27 bigs for him. So he's the best. Yeah, I think the tight ends kind of cancel each other, wash each other out, per se. I mean, you got Barner, who's had 6 touchdowns, I believe. Hunter Henry had 7 touchdowns for the Pats. And you got Austin Hooper. Now, he only had 2 touchdowns, but a nice, 1-2 combo there. Arroyo, I believe is the way you pronounce it.
Elijah Arroyo, yeah.
Yep, for Seattle. So I feel like with the tight ends and with the emergence of, and I don't pronounce his name correctly, Booty. The room, I'm taking the New England Patriots. Of course, JSN I'd pick him over.
Okay, so you're going Patriots in the wide receiver tight end group. Tony, who you got?
On the strength of Jackson Smith and Jigba, Seattle.
Me too. Jack Smith and Jigba, to me, is just so much ahead. Like, if you take him versus Diggs, okay, it's going to be slam dunk, Smith and Jigba. If you want to put Booty up against Kupp, I'd probably go maybe a little bit of the youth of Booty, but there's a lot of inconsistency there as well. Kupp's played well in the postseason. Rashid Shaheed, I think the tight ends are a push. I just think I'm with Tony. I think the gulf that Jackson Smith and Jigba gives you at the top gives the check mark. So first time we voted against Tom McManus, the check goes to the Seahawks. And offensive line, Tommy. Tommy, what do you see with the big boys?
The O-line is actually an easy one, so I'll rip through it. New England's O-line is not very good. They're not. They give up a lot of hits, a lot of sacks, 47 during the regular season, 15 they've given up on their offensive line. Yards per carry, pretty similar with Kenneth Walker and the running backs in the regular season. Better for Kenneth in the postseason. I've got the check mark pretty easily going to Seattle in that one.
Yeah, sacks allowed in the postseason so far, 15-5 between the two teams. Granted, New England had to play Houston and Denver.
Right, they played and Seattle only played 2 games.
Right, but Seattle is not a whole lot lighter than Denver in that kind of area. So still, I give the edge to Seattle.
I'd clean sweep. I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks offensive line as well. All right, let's hit the pause button as we'll come back. Look at defense, special teams, head coach as well. 9 total categories right now. Seattle getting the overall amount of checks on the side, 3-1 over the New England Patriots. On the offensive side, how do we see the defense? We'll tell you when we come back on the other side. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Hey, folks, Mike Dempsey here for my friends at Dandy Foods. Great idea. Easy peasy. You want to tailgate? You want to have a little Super Bowl pre-festivity? You can load up with excellent options from Dandy. You're going to put a smile on everybody's face because Dandy has something for everybody's taste. Delicious, fresh ingredients, locally sourced as often as possible. Fantastic variety. They deliver fresh daily all around the First Coast, and they give you prices that are reasonable and keep a smile on your face in these times. Whether it's a hearty Italian footlong, maybe a delicious chicken salad sandwich, you can't go wrong. A great value compared to the drive-thru. Fast, fresh, always tasty, and waiting for you in the cold case at convenience stores all over town. As a matter of fact, on the west side, the Kickstart food store located at Commonwealth and 295 has a great selection just about anywhere will. When you're hungry in Duval, Dandy, that's the name to know, a local company. So do what I do when you are. Go out and make yours a Dandy. Do it today.
Jaguars
Today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. 1010XL takes you behind the microphone.
What are you even doing here? You're just doing this to get under my skin.
Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser.
I'm glad you figured it out, and I'm getting under your skin.
They are the drill.
In your dreams.
Mornings on 1010XL. There's joy in every RV journey. Your journey starts at the Jacksonville RV Mega Show, Thursday, February 5th through Sunday the 8th at the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. It's Northeast Florida's largest RV show with hundreds of RVs on display with lifestyle booths. Adults $10, kids under 12 free. Seniors get $1 off Thursday. Military and first responders get $1 off every day. Thursday through Saturday from 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. The Jacksonville RV Mega Show at the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Roses are red, Florida gets hotter, and your AC is about to ruin the mood. If your system barely survived last summer, now's the time to replace it before the real heat comes back swinging. Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning makes it easy. No surprises, no runaround. And with our Sweetheart AC deals, get $750 off a new AC system when you install by March 15th. Fall in love with an AC that keeps it cool without the stress and call now for a free estimate. 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
What's up, Duval? I'm Chad Valamek, owner of Purple Heart Pools, Jacksonville's veteran-owned pool company for over 10 years. We specialize in new pool construction and pool renovations, built on military values, integrity, communication, attention to detail, and honor. Now is the perfect time to start your pool project, so when the heat hits, your pool is ready. As an Iraq War veteran and Purple Heart recipient, pride in what I do is everything. Let me show you the difference in how my team and I execute your pool project with military precision. Call Purple Heart Pools, Jacksonville's veteran pool company.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week,
Sienna Dansel, senior soccer player at Fletcher High School. Sienna is a member of Interact and the Gardening Club and has applied to attend Georgia Southern. Congratulations, Sienna.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Before displaying one of the greatest aerial acts in NBA dunk contest history, D. Brown was pumping his kicks at the Bowl School right here in Jacksonville. From there, Brown would go on to play for Jacksonville University, where his skills would land him as the number 19 pick in the 1990 NBA draft. Brown played for 12 years in the league for 3 different ball clubs, and now is a part of the front office of the Clippers G League affiliate. I'm RJ Saunders, and this Black History Month profile is brought to you by Instant Keys. Fast, professional locksmith service.
Help your loved one fall back in love with his or her home with a home improvement from the professionals at the Lifetime family.
That's right, Nick. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovebirds out there. What says I love you more than adding additional space with a glass or screen enclosure that will enhance your home's livability, or brand new floors that dramatically improve the look and feel of your home?
That's right. New outdoor living space from Lifetime Enclosures and beautiful floors from Lifetime Flooring.
Come experience the Lifetime difference. Call or visit one of our showrooms today for our Valentine's Day specials throughout February.
Lifetime Enclosures. 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Tom McManus.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service. On 1010XL.
Might be the most lopsided poll we've ever thrown out there. Wow. Which team will win the Super Bowl Sunday? Simple question. You can vote at MD_1010XL. 91.5% are picking the Seahawks. 91.5% of the voters so far picking Seattle in this. We'll see if we sway them with our great analysis of the defensive and special teams. Tail of the tape here. Tommy Mack, Seahawks, Patriots. Who's got the better defensive line?
It's a good one-on-one for sure. We'll start with Seattle. They got, their guys all have 7, 6, like 6 sacks. You know, they're all their top guys. Nobody having a, double digits, but
right.
A lot of guys in the sack regard. Look, their defense gave up 3.7 yards a carry during the year, 47 sacks as a whole. Compared to,
by the way, 3.7 best in the league.
Best in the league.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And best in the league in scoring. That's part of it. Obviously, New England, I think 4th best in the league in scoring. New England giving up 4.2 yards per carry with 35 sacks. The postseason's a little bit different. The New England defense with 12 sacks. And by the way, our man Chason's leading them with 3 in the postseason.
See, now, this comes down. What do you count him as? Is he a defensive lineman or is he a linebacker?
No, linebacker.
Okay.
I kept him as linebacker. So just as far as the defensive line goes, look, I love Milton. He's awesome. Christian Barmore, no doubt. But I'm going to give the D-line of Seattle with DeMarcus Lawrence, Byron Murphy, Leonard Williams, beast of a defensive lineman. Throw in Boye Mafe off the bench. He's decent, only a couple sacks, but he used to get like 8, 9. I don't know what happened to him this year, a little down, but check marks going to the Seattle defense.
Yeah, he's Boye Mafe, I think, is a free agent of interest to me. You
I
know,
agree.
kind of guy you don't have to pay him
a ton.
Frontline starting money, but that has a little pass rush juice. Tony, how do you see it?
Seattle was slightly better in run defense, but had a pretty decided edge in sack numbers on the season. The best player on either line is Leonard Williams, edge Seattle.
Yeah, me too. And Milton Williams is pretty damn good, right? But I'm with you. Like, really, Seattle, they're both top 5 run defenses. Seattle just a little bit better, right? On a per play basis and an overall basis.
About
and
half a yard.
the sack numbers are a huge gulf between them. So a clean sweep on the defensive line.
Except in the postseason. It's the other way.
Correct, which tightens it up,
a little bit.
but it's not enough for me to put New England on top. All right, linebacking core, Tom.
Okay, so Ernest Jones the fourth is probably the best linebacker on the
Agreed.
field. Yeah, he's had a phenomenal year. Drake, what's his name? Thomas. I don't know much about the Nwosu. He's a guy that can get after the quarterback as well. He's pretty darn good. I really like Robert Spillane. I think he's been a great addition from the Raiders. Throw in Chase on with what he's done. Landry is questionable. Don't know if he's going to play, but man, that'd be a good boost for them if he could.
If you have Landry and Spillane, it changes everything. I'm assuming they're both going to go. Spillane says he's going to play, but he's missed practice this week. So
I thought Spillane would go and maybe
Landry might not.
May not,
Yeah.
but they could use him. 8.5 sacks this year. I like Christian Ellis, and I like Anthony Jennings, who's come on recently. So the check mark for me is going to the New England Patriots for their linebacker.
Me too, Tone, and I think Tom laid it out. Ernest Jones the best guy, but collectively, I like what New England brings to the table just a little bit more based on the way they play this year. And part of it is they're playing different defenses, right? I mean, you're asking different things, and that's why the sack numbers are higher in this linebacking core than you're going to get with Seattle, for instance.
I think the injury question marks with Landry and Spillane going into it probably would have me give the edge to Seattle.
Okay.
But I don't think Landry's going to play. Yeah. Not based on the way they've talked about it all week. I don't think he's going to play. I think Spillane's going to give it a go.
Yeah.
But, Landry, they're talking about the same way they did going into the AFC Championship game. We'll see. We don't know.
Right.
Like, he didn't play.
He hasn't been playing.
Yeah.
And all the postseason.
So you're going with Seattle then?
I would go with Seattle.
Okay. All right. We're going to go 2-1 New England winner on that one. Another close one. Defensive backs.
Yeah, so when you look at the DBs, I always look at the passing defense, right, and kind of correlate through that. Pretty close during the regular season, about 195 yards a game, kind of for both.
Yeah, they're back-to-back. I mean, they're literally
really
193.5, 193.9.
Yeah, exactly. Devon Witherspoon over Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, I'd take him probably number one out of the group. Imanori, we'll see about his ankle, but he should be okay. I think overall, when you look at the 6 yards per attempt, the 18 interceptions and the 20 pass touchdowns given up during the regular season, 1 interception in the postseason, 3 pass touchdowns against, I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks secondary in this one.
Yeah, a big gulf in interceptions. Now, not all of that comes from the secondary,
No, I know.
but a good portion of it. I think, again, Tone, their depth here, maybe Christian Gonzalez is the best cover guy in this game, although he didn't have an interception in the regular season.
Yeah.
And some of that is sometimes top corner guys get a rep and they don't throw at him.
He gave up a little bit the last...
Julian Love is a big-time player, and he didn't play most of this season. And having him back, Emin Wari has been fantastic as a rookie. Kobe Bryant's been good as well. Collectively, I'm with Tom on this.
Yeah, they're practically a dead heat in the yardage numbers here, but Seattle makes more plays than the Patriots do in the secondary, so edge Seattle.
Yep. All right, special teams, Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be Seattle. Shaheed's the X factor in that. Jason Myers, 41 of 48, 9 of 12 from 50 out. The punter's better, 20 inside the 20, 43.3 net. So I'm going with Seattle.
This was one of the easiest ones, I thought.
Special teams.
Yeah, I think so too. But while we're talking about it specifically here, I think for the Patriots to pull off the upset in this game, Marcus Jones has to have a monster impact on the game. Like, because he is...
Do they let him?
Right. He is so excellent, but they're going to have to punt it away at some point.
Right, but you can give up a few yards and try to play.
It's why Shaheed's even a bigger threat because you got to kick it. Like
right, you kick it and play. He'll do it both.
Right. Like that kind of thing. So he has more of an opportunity to make an impact. But I think the Patriots have to have Marcus Jones have his name be a part of this game for them to have a chance to pull off the upset this week. But I'm with you. I'd pick Seattle as far as which team I'd give the edge.
All right, head coach Tom.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm going with the coach of the sorry, I had the time. I had the time. It was bothering me. Squirrels, those damn squirrels running all over the place. I'm gonna look. This one I would call a push, but when it can't,
right.
So I'm gonna give it to the NFL Coach of the Year, and I'll give it to Mike Vrabel. But I really do like Mike McDonald.
McDonald has won.
He's great.
He won 10 games last year with Geno, and we saw how good Geno turned out to be this year.
Yeah, I like the way he runs his team. They're really physical. They're really tough. They're tough on the road. They're just a good all around football team. But I'm going to go with Vrabel. What he did with the Pats in 1 year is pretty remarkable.
Tony Smith, what say you?
Neither have been a head coach in the Super Bowl before, obviously, but Vrabel has been doing the job longer. Certainly has plenty of Super Bowl experience as a player to fall back on. Potentially in the matchup, if I got to give an edge either way, it would be to New England.
Right, and that's we've kind of forced to give an edge in certain, like linebacker. I might have called a coin flip. Honestly, I thought quarterback was incredibly close. And I could go back and forth. And I understand current form.
Yeah,
but I mean, nobody.
That's what did it for me.
Right, and that's more important, the current form, than just about anything. All right, so if my math is correct here on this, Seattle wins the tail of the tape 6-3. And in terms of total check marks, right, out of us here, 6-3, 18-6, with 24 total check mark. Is that right? No, I must have miscounted here. 18-9. There we go. Because the last 3 went to Vrabel. We had 27, 9 categories, 3 votes, 27 total votes. 18 of those votes went to the Seahawks. So 2-1 margin right there. All right. We got Mac on the north side, has been hanging on.
All right.
So let's welcome him into Jaguars today. We'll come back in a minute with our favorite parlays for the weekend and maybe a little cash. I'll buy breakfast for the crew next week if we hit. Mac, good morning. How are you?
Fellas, good morning. With the Super Bowl being this coming Sunday, my question to you, and I'll give you my opinion, my hope is that our stadium in the future where we get a Super Bowl at least once. I'm hoping that we're not going to be in a rotation like Miami, New Orleans, but let's get one in there.
I don't think it's a big priority for them, honestly.
It'd be cool if it was here. I'd have fun if it was here doing the whole thing, but I'm not all that concerned about it.
Right, but I think or maybe they don't. Maybe it's not today, but I thought there was. If you build your new stadium, you will host the Super Bowl.
Well, it's not a written bylaw, but that's kind of been the gentleman's agreement that if you do that, I don't know if that will Jacksonville having already gotten one.
Yeah,
and as much it may not matter to us, and we may think they're petty little babies, but. All the media did was complain all week long. There's not enough parking, man. I had to wait in traffic for 20 minutes. All right, fine. You know what? So I would love to I'd love for the Jags to be good enough to have a chance to go into a season and say, man, could we play a home Super Bowl? That'd be phenomenal. Yep. I've never gotten the sense listening to Shad Khan that has been very high on his priority list.
I agree.
I
think it'd be great, with the new stadium, of course. That'd
sure.
be awesome.
Be a lot of fun.
And maybe they will
but
one day.
I
think we're a ways away from it.
We weren't ready in 2009. I mean, we just couldn't handle the crowd. It was too big. We didn't have enough downtown. You know what I mean? You could go around the surrounding areas and house everybody, but
2009, it was way early.
When in 2009?
Like 05.
Yeah, 05.
05, 09.
39.
It was 21 years ago.
It was Super Bowl 39.
So, 21 years ago, 05.
05
was Super Bowl 39.
Wow.
I got a little. I still got some of the. I got this plate. I don't even know where I got it. It's like if you'd have a china cabinet, you'd put a little decorator plate in there, right, with the Jacksonville logo. And all I ever wanted was to get Deion Branch to sign it. Because he was the MVP of that week. And Tony, we had him on that week. We got one player on live, to call into the show. And I don't even know how it got set up. I mean, we had plenty of coverage, down at Media Day and all that stuff. But the one guy we got on that week was Deion Branch. And then he went out and won Super Bowl MVP here in Jacksonville. So
that was insane.
Guess what? I will one day, I'm sure, go on the air and go, who wants a plate that's not signed by Deion Branch? Here you go.
T.O. was the best
player. He was
beastly.
On that beastly. Coming back with that ankle Achilles area.
Yeah.
High ankle sprain, whatever it was back then. All right. So, maybe it'll happen. I just don't think it's anywhere near the top of the priority list for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, let's
right
win
now.
one.
Let's win one. All right, I'd rather win one in Timbuktu than host one with some other teams coming here again to celebrate on this field.
Or win one and host one.
We can do both.
Yeah.
Right. It's okay. We can do both, but again, just I've never gotten the sense from Shad Khan that it's anywhere even on his radar, quite frankly. So all right, let's come back and have a little fun with the wagering. Then that's a great way to have fun on Super Bowl Sunday, whether it's just in-house stuff or Hard Rock Bet now, the squares.
Those are fun.
I almost forgot I got to make my donation to the squares contest. I've never gotten any good numbers ever on that damn thing ever.
Where is it?
What do you mean, where is it?
Like, is there a board?
Taylor runs it.
Right.
And then she'll snap a picture of the board and email the picture out to everyone prior.
Fill in where you want to be on the board. They haven't put the numbers anywhere on it.
Once she sees where she is, she gets the 0 and the 7 for her column and the 3. I'm kidding. I always get 5. I'm just joking. All right, let's come back and let's win some cash on Super Bowl 60. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today. You're at the home of the Jaguars in the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Superior products, exceptional service.
Gator Bites Podcast with Ryan Green and Dylan Denmark. New episodes every Wednesday.
Search 1010XL Florida Gators Podcast.
In Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Podbean.
Or visit 1010XL.com.
Hello, I'm Ed Jackson, president of Ned Jackson Income Tax. Ned Jackson Income Tax has been preparing tax returns in Jacksonville for over 80 years. Our tax preparers at Ned Jackson Income Tax have years of knowledge and experience to help you get your highest possible tax refund and are fully trained on all IRS updates, including the One Big Beautiful Bill. Visit one of Ned Jackson's 4 locations, including our downtown office at 255 North Liberty Street. That's Ned Jackson Income Tax, 356-0349.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
This is the kind of sandwich you don't rush. A French dip at Firehouse Subs. Premium roast beef loaded with caramelized onions, melted provolone cheese, and topped with Italian seasoning. Stacked on a toasted garlic bread roll with hot au jus for dipping. For a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
For nearly 60 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods at the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard has been Jacksonville's trusted name for the outdoors. From archery to hunting and fishing and more, their expert staff helps you get it right the first time. Right now, stop in and try the newest bows by Hoyt and Matthews and get dialed in before spring. Gear up today at greenacresporting.com.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Hey, gang, Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time. Or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out, equity with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loans. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, and cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now. See what option works best for you, but don't miss this big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous rapid equity loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. No hard credit pull. 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. APR for well-qualified buyers.
Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
Tommy, you hit a big one this year, right? A little Devin Lloyd anytime touchdown.
Did. It was awesome.
Was that was that your first foray onto Hard Rock?
No. I had Hunter Long grab an anytime touchdown earlier in the year and scored on that one.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you know why? Because during camp, who were they throwing it to in the end zone?
True.
In the red zone. It was him. It felt like.
Yeah, and he kind of tumbled on down the depth chart as the season went on. But other guys just played better. You know what they were looking for? Quentin Morris, I think, opened their eyes as a blocker on this team. But
and athletic.
For the record, I really don't wager on the NFL. Right? Like I'll dabble a little bit on basketball, Prize Picks or whatever, but I'm not ever gonna. It just blurs the line, right? Of you're covering the Jags, even if you're just betting them to win. It's just I don't think it's appropriate.
Well, first of all, I don't actually bet the game, like who's winning or losing or the spread, because you don't make enough and you got to put up too much money. So I always go for the ones that you're probably not going to get.
I'm with you, brother.
Put $5
if I'm going to put $5, I want to hit. I had an NBA parlay. This $10, $1,300 this year.
See,
that's phenomenal. And two-legger. Two-leg parlay.
Wow.
Yeah. I had OG Anunoby with a triple-double on opening night because Josh Hart was out for the Knicks. And I had one other thing in there.
Wow.
And you get all kinds of boosts and stuff. Yeah. Here's the problem. If you are a person who enjoys, having a little something on the game. If you're in the state of Florida, you're monopolized by Hard Rock Bet, right? And I get it. It is what it is, and that's the law, okay? But, you go to DraftKings, and because, if you don't have a Hard Rock Bet account, like Tony doesn't, so we wanted to have one sheet where we could all go and look at the props, and we're all pulling from the same source, right? So DraftKings, you can do that. You can't do that on Hard Rock unless you have an account.
Right.
And the problem is, when you size them up side by side, you realize DraftKings payouts are almost better across the board and everything because Hard Rock's got a monopoly.
Right.
And if DraftKings was in the state of Florida, they'd have to change their odds or everybody would be taking the better odds. And so you'd get more uniform odds across. So what we decided to do today, just to have a little bit of fun with this, do not take this advice, do not risk the pension or anything like that. But we wanted to come up with one basically even money bet that we liked, one what we consider to be a long shot bet, and then take a bet that you want to put into a parlay, and we're each going to have a leg. And I already cleared to make sure there's no conflicts. Like you don't want Patriots on the money line, Seahawks on the money line. Well, that can't happen, right? So no conflicts on that. We'll do that one last. What's your, Tony, your even-ish money bet in this game?
Trevion Henderson over 18.5 rushing yards.
18.5 rushing yards. Yeah.
Minus 112. I think his carries number was 6. Is what you're basically.
He had 3 last time.
Probably like 5 or 6 is the number on that. And I kind of prefer the rushing total there because I'm not saying that it's easy to get 19 yards on any play against Seattle, but you're kind of betting that he's going to have one 10-yard run.
Right.
It's kind of essentially what I'm betting there. And
I mean, he can get that whole total on one carry. He's that kind of back.
Yeah.
What is the number you're getting on
minus
that?
112.
Minus 112. So that's close to even money.
Yeah.
All right. Minus 112. Bet 112 to win 100. Kind of even money. What's your even money bet there,
Well, I'm
Tommy?
at minus 110.
Okay.
And it's JSN anytime touchdown.
Okay.
I figured that'd be. I mean, who's going to?
That's going to be
who's
it.
Gonna score?
Right. I mean, that's a good bet, I think. But he also will probably see a lot of Christian Gonzalez. But there's a reason he was Offensive Player of the Year in the National Football League. So JSN minus 110 anytime touchdown. RJ, what do you got for your close to even money bet?
Okay. I'm still learning this because I've never gambled before. However, jersey number of the first touchdown scorer over 10.5 at minus 160. Is that clear?
That's not. I wouldn't call that an even money bet.
That's not an even money bet.
Minus 160. You got to bet 160 to win 100 right there. So I would say that.
So I'm out the game. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You're out the game.
I'm out.
No, all right. Well, it's all right. There's no game. It's not gonna. We're not gonna hold it against you. But what you're going over on the number or under on the number?
I was going over on the
because
number.
we talked about this, didn't we? A little bit. If you go under, you get Kenneth Walker.
Oh, right.
Diggs.
You get Diggs. You don't get JSN, I don't think. You don't get the New England backs. So what's Drake May's uniform number?
10.
Okay, so you get him on the possibility of a rushing score as well. But you're going over on that one at minus 160?
Yeah.
Okay. I went Steph Diggs over 46 receiving yards. Minus 109. So basically even money. Bet right there. It's funny because the one I did one that got put up on a graphic on social media for SiriusXM, and it's very similar, although the number has changed a little bit to what Tony went with. I pivoted off of that for this, but it was close. We'll get to that coming up. Give me, Tony, your long shot.
Yeah, this might not be a long enough shot. I got kind of a backup here if it's not.
It's probably less a long shot than RJ's even money bet.
Yeah, but Kayshon Boutte anytime TD is plus 330.
That's pretty good.
Like
yeah,
it's
plus
not
330
it's not a crazy long shot, but 6 touchdowns on 33 catches this year. Caught a touchdown against Houston in the divisional round of the playoffs. Had an end zone target in the AFC Championship game as well. I think if someone's going to catch a touchdown pass for the Patriots, it's most likely going to be Boutte if it happens for the Patriots in this game.
RJ?
All right, my long shot bet, I had to clear this by Dempsey first. Yes, before we got on the show today. The tables turn. I am taking the Seahawks to throw a pass on the 1 yard line. Only this time things are different, and they score a touchdown. That's at plus 1,100.
So that's more of a long. It's 11-1, right? Yeah. Tony's like 3.5-1. So they have to throw a 1 yard touchdown pass in the game
on the New England Patriots 1 yard line.
Well, I mean, yes, right. 1 yard. That's the only way they can throw a 1 yard touchdown pass, and that pays 11-1. Tommy, what do you got for your long shot?
Shake your booty,
shake your booty. Yeah.
So mine's plus 7,500.
All right. And what is the
well,
MVP?
You said long shot. What's that?
No, that's great.
Yeah,
that's what I'm really thinking of.
Travion Henderson is the Super Bowl MVP.
Okay, and that's what plus 7,500.
7,500.
All right. I've got DeMarcus Lawrence as Super Bowl MVP.
Oh,
plus 9,000. My thinking was, no matter what happens, if it's a high-scoring game, Darnold's going to get the MVP.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not – so I think it's a waste to go the JSN route. You know, I could see maybe a Kenneth Walker path here if it's heavy reliance on the ground game. But if Seattle wins in a relatively low-scoring game, the defense is the focus, and let's say Darnold throws for $180, which he has done in plenty of their wins this year, which of these guys on defense can rise up? I think it's most likely going to be a guy who gets a couple of sacks. Right now, certainly a pick six could factor in, but I'm thinking sack fumble kind of thing. DeMarcus Lawrence, longtime vet, first championship, plus 9,000.
Yeah, there you go.
To get it. So
nice
$10 gives you $900 on that one. All right, so now we put together our what we want to call our best bet, or the bet we're willing to back
to actually
for our
put money in.
14 parlay, right? And as far as I know, I'm the only one putting the money in, but that's okay.
Oh, I got money.
Oh, you want to go in?
Yeah,
you want a piece of that?
Yeah, I want a piece.
All right, you want a piece of that action? Let me tell you what the bets are before we get there and what the payoff is. Tony Smith, what did you opt to go with here?
I went with Kenneth Walker under. Did it wind up at 72?
72 and a half.
72 and a half rushing yards.
Yeah, at the beginning of the week, I liked that at 75 and a half. Obviously, a lot of other people did as well, and that's come down. I forget what number did you have on
73 and a half.
But what
minus 111.
And the right. So that's going to be an even money bet. You take the either side of the over-under line. So I don't mind that one at all. So, all right, Tony's got Kenneth Walker on the under. Tommy, what did you opt to go with
I
here?
had to change it, right? Because DraftKings was different than, right?
Right. You had
Rashid Shaheed.
The combined rushing and receiving number.
For 40 and above.
I didn't have that available to me, so you opted to go with what?
His rushing.
His receiving.
Receiving. I'm sorry. His receiving was what?
Like 22 and a half, something like that.
So
pretty low number.
Yeah.
So
I think
Rashid
it was 21 and a half.
Okay, whatever it was. As a matter of fact, I can probably tell you what it was
He'll
in here. Because
over 21 yards or whatever it is receiving.
22 and a half. Over 22 and a half. Officially, that's what it was. We took the over on that one. We got the Kenneth Walker under on the rushing yards. RJ, would you opt to go with here?
Kenneth Walker, anytime touchdown.
Anytime touchdown. Okay, we got that in there. I went with the A.J. Barner, anytime touchdown. So I have the longest odds here. I did not know until Wednesday of this week, and maybe I've been living in the dark, right? We had Greg Bell on, who covers the team for the Tacoma News Tribune on Wednesday night. Do you know what the Seahawks called their version of the tush push?
No.
The barnyard. It's the barnyard. Okay.
Barnyard?
AJ Barner's the one who runs it. Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
not
If
only
they get that goal line
if
carry,
they get
it'll
the
be
goal line carry, he could get that. He could catch one.
Yeah.
Why have we not seen a circle of Seahawks when AJ Barner scores? Circle up and someone goes around like they're the arrow and they stop on tick, tick, tick. Oh, it's JSN, and JSN has to quack like a duck. It's the see and say barnyard game. Man, it's the barnyard. Like, be the greatest Super Bowl celebration. You know, like the other guy has to moo like a cow or whatever, and everyone's got their own animal and tick, tick, tick. And it's not right. The cow goes murr.
You got to have a mic near it.
So I know, but well, they don't have a mic on any of them, and they're, we figure out what they're doing.
How are you going to differentiate the move from
I have
the
no
quack?
idea, Tom. I'm just talking
Flap your
nonsense here,
arms.
brother. Don't mind me. All right. Here is what we got on this. With a let me check here. With a 30% free profit boost.
Okay.
Because why not? Take advantage of that. Boost that up. $50
I'm adding
on this 14. So you got 40% of this action then. Okay. You got all right. You got it. 40% of $1,317.60, Tommy.
Let's do it.
I've not done the math on what you will get on that, but thank you for helping me recoup part of my losses this weekend. Right there. There you go. That's your official parlay from Jaguars today. We've got Kenneth Walker under 72.5. Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown. AJ Barner anytime touchdown. Rashid Shaheed over 22.5 receiving yards. Will any of those legs hit? We'll find out come Sunday. Our official prediction on Super Bowl 60 is next as we wrap up the week here on Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Attention Northeast Florida golfers. Save hundreds on golf at premier local courses and support youth development. The First Tee of North Florida Tour Card is your key to big savings and making a difference. For just $99, you'll unlock discounted golf and offers at top courses and local businesses all year long. Plus, every tour card purchase helps fund programs that build character, confidence, and life skills for kids in our community. Grab your tour card today at tourcard.org.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Are you ready to reclaim your backyard? Serving Northeast Florida since 1977, Surfside Pools is the trusted name for expert pool design. Family owned and operated, they offer pool service, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. Let Surfside Pools transform your backyard into the oasis that you crave. Are you ready to float happy? Visit surfsidepools.net or call 246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas, where luxury meets leisure.
License number CPC 044080.
Hey Jacksonville, Don here, the big cheese at Taco Lou. Well, everyone knows my wife Debbie is the real cheese at the Lou. We just do what we're told. We aren't a sports bar at all, but we have the best selection of the finest tequilas that Mexico has to offer, and that makes any basketball game more fun to watch. So come into Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach, where we love sports and we love tacos with our tequila. If you're looking for a crew to help with your fiestas at home or work, Taco Lou caters, bringing the tacos to you. Taco Lou in Jax Beach, where tacos and sports go hand in hand.
Hey gang, Hickett here. Guys, listen up. Valentine's is coming. You want to be a hero this year with something really romantic? It's easier than you think at Beards Diamonds. Beards has put together a stunning selection of timeless, affordable jewelry she'll absolutely love. Dazzling rings, sparkling earrings, elegant pendants and bracelets set with brilliant diamonds or colorful gemstones. Classic gold that never goes out of style. And you can't beat the wow factor of top brand designer jewelry. They got it all at Beards. And here's the best part right now. Save up to 40% on all diamond stud earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets. You know, cards, flowers, and candy are sweet, but nothing says I love you forever like a sparkling gift she'll wear and cherish every single day. Plus, Beards is your local Jacksonville jeweler, family-owned and community-strong for more than 45 years right here in the St. John's Town Center, not some Wall Street chain. Hurry in today. Don't wait. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Get up to 40% off diamond earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets.
Royal Pest Services, a local company you can trust. Royal Pest is a certified installer of tap insulation, which stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Reduce that electric bill by adding pest protection. It's that easy. Online at royalpestservices.com.
Jacksonville is the flip side of Florida. And inside the flip side, the action never stops. If you're tired of hearing about the best games after the final whistle, don't get left on the sidelines. Whether it's a unique sporting event you've never seen, a weekend with the family, or a winning date night, Visit Jacksonville is your ultimate playbook. Get in the game. Head to visitjacksonville.com/locals or download the Visit Jax app today and see everything coming in 2026. Jacksonville. Experience the flip side.
Hickett here for Action Garage Door. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. When it does, I call Action Garage Door. They take action. Jeff and Art and crew, Jacksonville folks, not some big out-of-town chain. Something goes wrong with your garage door, take action. Check them out. Garage Door 911, garagedoor911.com.
It all begins with Speed Weeks, presented by Advent Health, February 11th, and culminates with a Daytona 500 on February 15th. This week, you can win a pair of tickets to the Daytona 500. What driver won the 2025 Daytona 500? Text the driver's last name to 641-1010. What driver won the 2025 Daytona 500? Text the driver's last name answer to 641-1010 for a chance to win tickets to the Daytona 500, February 15th.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch. Number 55 in the middle, he's Tom McManus. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service. On 1010XL.
All right, over 90% in our poll going with the Seahawks to win the game. I mean, I'm not shocked that people think Seattle's going to win, but by that's
a lot.
Percentage, that's pretty high. Will we agree? We'll tell you in a minute, but first let's go around the NFL.
Now, Gems Around the NFL. Brought to you by Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jax Beach.
Oh, the 3-week saga is over. Jim Schwartz has resigned as the Cleveland defensive coordinator. New England quarterback Drake May has been a full participant in practice all week. He was asked again how his right shoulder was feeling yesterday. He said that it feels great. Seattle safety Nick Emenwari suffered a low ankle sprain in practice on Wednesday, but is expected to be able to play on Sunday. Myles Garrett won Defensive Player of the Year. Jackson Smith and Jigba won Offensive Player of the Year. Mike Vrabel won Coach of the Year. Matthew Stafford is the league MVP. Christian McCaffrey, the Comeback Player of the Year. And Washington linebacker Bobby Wagner is the Walter Payton Man of the Year. And the Hall of Fame class for 2026 has been named Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, and Roger Craig.
Maybe having Roger Craig out of the queue, bumps Freddie up a little closer to the top in the future. But weird group, kind of a weird group,
Two Patriots leaders don't get in, but
Vinatieri does. The kicker gets in.
Let me ask the senior, if they, I don't know. I mean, I'm all for anybody getting in, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like if you don't get into your, I don't know, if you don't get in, you don't get in. Why come back as a senior? Why do they even have it?
Well, I mean, you can make an argument in baseball, when you got 10 votes, if you didn't vote for him on the first 2 ballots, I mean, I do think there's a delineation between a first and second ballot Hall of Fame. First ballot is a little more prestigious for the ultra elite. But if you don't vote for him by the second year of eligibility, how are you changing your mind in year 8 on the ballot? I don't get it. His numbers didn't change.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know.
I mean, with Roger Craig, he was great. I loved him.
He was great, right?
Awesome,
but he wasn't a Hall of Famer for all those years, and now we feel like, now he is.
Yeah.
So
whatever. Congrats to him and his family.
Right. I mean, he was a great player. He was
really
that was the pre-McCaffrey, Tomlinson era where you're used to backs going 1,000 and 1,000. He was a trendsetter. All right. What you got? Who wins it? What's the score?
I got New England, and I got 21-18.
21-18 Patriots. RJ, who's winning the Super Bowl?
Seattle Seahawks 23-19.
Ooh, you almost took my score. Let me get it in now before Tony takes it from me. I've got the Seattle Seahawks 23-16 in this one. I had it 20-16. Oh, wait, did I take you? Did I get you? Okay, good.
But it's close enough that it all feels the same.
23-16. Yeah. What do you got, Tone?
Seattle 24-14.
24-14. We're all in that ballpark, except for Tommy Mack. All right, so 75% of the crew going with the Seahawks, and Tom now doesn't care if the Seahawks win or not. He cares if that parlay clicks. A little 40% ownership of that bad boy right there. All right, let us wrap up our damage here and welcome in XL Primetime.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Leon, you think Tom McManus wrote that much in notebooks in his entire college career?
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, linebackers, you got to be
smart.
He's
probably taking notes in film sessions. Outside of that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, Boston College is
I know.
It's a great university.
I'm just trying to be a little hard on Tommy Mack is my nature. Super Bowl predictions and all that good stuff coming up today. I'm assuming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're not going to ask you to spoil your own show. You can. Yeah, of course not, man. And plenty on the Jags. Nice to see Liam Coen got second in Coach of the Year. Would have been great to win it, but I'm not hurt by that.
Should we find out who the voters were and who?
Oh yeah, it's got to be a whole thing now, right?
Who stiffed them of the 3 votes?
Right. Well, he did get 16 first place votes, but there was a pretty wide margin between them. So, I think that on the ballots that Vrabel was not getting first, he was getting a lot more seconds than Lee and Coen was getting. But hey, nevertheless, something to shoot for next year.
Absolutely.
All right, have a great show today,
Appreciate
man. A lot of Super Bowl 60 coming up all day long here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Well, Tony, good luck. What's the biggest prize at the Super Bowl party?
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to figure out the prizes.
All right, you got Tony does a door prize thing where cool. Everybody has a shot to be a winner. Everyone walks away with something, right?
Yeah, it was one of those things where I would always take home the swag bag.
Yeah.
I had my own swag bag, so when we were doing the Super Bowl, it's like, here you go. I'll divvy it out to everyone else. Is cool. I don't need to hold on to all of it.
You kept those gourmet marshmallows for yourself. I know you did.
Gourmet marshmallows were mine. Yes.
Bro, we had some weird things over the years at the Super Bowl swag bag, but who knows? Maybe once again in the future. Tommy Mack, have a great weekend.
Hey, you too, man.
All right, enjoy the game. RJ Saunders, another great week. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
And Tony Smith, enjoy playing host on. I'll play host on the radio on Sunday.
Fun. Yeah.
And then come 6 o'clock
on the radio,
shutting it down.
In a room full of people that are, I'm at the Super Bowl party where the people in the room probably are more interested in the commercials and the halftime show than the game in general. That's okay.
A lot of prop bets on the Super Bowl commercials too, and all that good stuff. Anyway, all right, that'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in all week long here on Jaguars Today. We will look back at Super Bowl 60 and how the Jags can close the gap beginning Monday right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the renewal by Anderson.